Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the CUSA. It is officially Conference Championship weekend, and we're starting out with Conference USA. We got New Mexico State. It's actually a road game. They're on the road at Liberty. It's being played in their home stadium. Liberty laying 10.5 points right now. I have seen a couple 10s pop up, but mostly still 10.5s across the board. Total sitting at 54.5. Let's go.
Welcome to the CUSA. The CUSA. Hey, get the CUSA.
So action is definitely coming in on New Mexico State in this one. Looking like the Aggies are going to be a public dog. Over 60% of the tickets, 70% of the handle on New Mexico State so far. It is early though. I'm recording this on Tuesday afternoon, so the game isn't for 3 days. So maybe some late Liberty action will come in. But as of right now, New Mexico State looking like the public dog. And like I said, couple 10s popping up, so maybe this line drops down to 10. So let's match these two teams up on the field, and obviously we got to start by taking a look at the first matchup between these two. Liberty got them 33-17 all the way back in week 2. They outgained New Mexico State 526 to 339, also a +2 turnover margin. New Mexico State was actually shut out in the second half. Time of possession almost 38 minutes to 22 minutes. It was an absolute dominant win by Liberty. That game was at home at Williams Stadium. Same spot as this one. This one is also at home at Williams Stadium. But the fact that this game was played all the way back in week 2 is definitely significant because New Mexico State has been a much different team recently, last 2 months or so. New Mexico State started off the season 2-3, just 1-3 in FBS games. Since then, they've won 8 straight, allowing just 15.5 points per game compared to 27.8 in their first 4 FBS games. We just saw New Mexico State go on the road into Auburn and hold them to just 65 yards rushing on 26 carries, 2.5 yards per carry against Auburn. Now, let's take it with a grain of salt. This was the ultimate flat spot for Auburn. Apparently, they didn't even prep for the New Mexico State game. They did 2 full weeks of practice preparing for Alabama. But regardless, going on the road and holding an SEC team to just 2.5 yards per carry, that's a hell of a performance by New Mexico State. Then they follow that up by completely shutting down Jacksonville State on the ground as well. Jacksonville State, another team that can run the ball, just 28 carries, 85 yards, 3 yards per carry on New Mexico State. This Aggie defense is playing a lot better right now than they were back in week 2. So Liberty may have completely cooked them back in September, but I think we can expect a much better defensive effort in this one. The problem is, even if we like this New Mexico State defense right now, and we should, they're playing great, I just can't see him shutting Liberty down because no one's been able to stop this offense yet. I'm not sure anyone can stop it. It's one of the best rushing attacks in the entire country, not in Conference USA, in the FBS. They are first in rushing yards per game, first in effective rush, and second in yards per carry, only to LSU. And in case you haven't followed Conference USA football this year, that's all Liberty does is run the ball. They've run the ball in 69.42% of their snaps this year. That's 4th most in the FBS, behind Air Force, Navy, and Army. So it goes Air Force, Navy, Army, Liberty. So all this team does is run. They have a one-dimensional offense. Everybody knows what they're going to do. Nobody can stop it. So as much as I'd like to sit here and tell you, hey, this New Mexico State defense, they're playing on another level right now. They can give this Liberty offense problems. As much as I'd love to say that, I just don't think that's realistic. I can't see Liberty's offense getting stopped. Now, on the other side of the ball, New Mexico State also very reliant on the run. This offense is 43rd overall according to Beta Rank, 21st in effective rush, all the way back at 75th in effective pass. Look at Diego Pavia's numbers during this 8-game win streak. He's averaging just 206.8 yards per game through the air. I mean, that's not bad, but in an 8-game win streak, you would expect the quarterback to be throwing for more yards than that. On the ground, he's averaging 5.22 yards per carry and 67 rushing yards per game. New Mexico State runs the ball first to set up the pass. That plays directly into the strength of the Liberty defense. Liberty's shown us they could be vulnerable to the pass. They've been solid defensively against the run. 31st in the FBS in yards per carry allowed, 16th in rushing yards per game allowed, 52nd in effective rush. Liberty can defend the run. What happened in the first matchup? Liberty continued to move the chains, dominated the time of possession, held on to the ball forever, took a lead, put pressure on New Mexico State to throw the ball with Diego Pavia more than they wanted to, and it didn't work out. Arguably Diego Pavia's worst game of the season, just 150 yards passing, 1 touchdown and 2 picks in that game. I know New Mexico State is red hot, and that plus 10.5 is definitely tempting, but we got to keep in mind, this is a road game. against a team that's a perfect 12-0, that's basically blown out every single team they've played. I mean, Liberty has been beating the shit out of teams. Want to know how many times a team has come within single digits of Liberty this season? Twice. Twice. They are 12-0 with 10 double-digit wins. Everyone's coming in on New Mexico State in this one. I'm on the other side. I'm leaning Liberty, but I'm waiting it out. I would love to get a Liberty minus 9.5 if I can get that. But I don't think that's realistic. I bet you this one settles at 10. Might even stay at 10.5. So I'll wait it out. If I have to play Liberty at 10.5, I will. I won't love it. But I would love to get Liberty minus 9.5. Maybe Liberty minus 10. But I'm on the Liberty side. So give me Liberty, maybe parlay it with Oregon or something like that. So Liberty minus 10, maybe Liberty money line in a parlay. If you want our top bets for all sports, parlays of the day, or you'd like to join our Discord, head over to KyleKirms.com. The information's right there on the homepage. College football championship weekend, bunch of good games. Remember to bet responsibly. Should be a good one. Let's not go overboard here. Yeah, remember to bet responsibly. I'll talk to you in the Discord.